Come on in, family. Come on in. About to get busy. About to go on in. Shout out to the squad. Shout out to the God. Shout out to Swag Daisy. Shout out to the guy Katrina. Shout out to the people. SVDL. Shout out to Solar. Shout out to the Argument League. We here. Y'all see the topic? How do you manifest? How do you manifest? As soon as I figure out exactly where we at, I will drop the link. Shout out to Karia, the introvert. Shout out to Maya. Shout out to y'all for popping through, holding it down for the big crew. Wow, baby. I'm up here. But yeah, we're gonna have an interesting topic. Interesting topic today. Peace, Poetic Empress. Peace. Peace, family. Come on through. We got some information for you. Come on through. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Beautiful thing is, we 1 minute from 11:33. For those who don't understand the importance of seeing those numbers, you know what I'm saying, throughout your day, just want you to think about every time you see these numbers, these doubles, they represent duality. And as you know, in the duality of the realm we living in, it's the angelic realm, the heavenly realm, the realm where all the elements at play or endless potential, so to speak. You know what I mean? So we're gonna send a shout out to that 11:33 mark. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Come on in. Started off with a quick little affirmation. I'm thankful that I'm able to receive abundance by way of my skills and my passion. I am thankful that I am able to receive abundance by way of my skills and my passion. I am thankful that I am able to receive abundance by way of my skills and my passion. I wanted to say, let my skills match my passion. Let my passion match my skills. But that's another way that we can easily manifest things in our lives, whether that's a manifestation of a new mind frame. Because for a lot of us, we have to change the way that we even see things in life for us to even manifest what we would want to bring forth. Because a lot of us do not realize the life that we live in right now is a manifestation of how we have felt throughout our lives. Peace to you, wonderful wheat bread. Peace to you, Tamika C. Peace to your Asiatic line. As y'all can see, what we building on today. We building on the power of manifestation. And this is an opportunity for us to build with each other and talk about how do we manifest. For those who don't know quite how to manifest, I'm definitely going to be touching on the topic in a way to where it won't be so far-fetched to you coming into this subject going forward. You know, that's my gift to you as a brother. I ain't gonna leave you out in the dark on this conversation. You feel me? Shout out to you, Poetic Empress. I don't know if I said your name yet. Shout out to you. Manifest, an adjective, clear or obvious to the eye or mind. It's one way. Manifest is a verb, display or show by one's acts or appearance, demonstrate. See, that's another thing I want to talk to y'all about. You know, say for instance, you're trying to manifest a car. It's going to become a point that you go test drive cars, you know, start to study about the different cars that you think you're interested in. Go buy the car smell that you want for the car, so you can rise to the vibration of that in which you seek to manifest. That's a way. That's a way. You feel me? Nikola Tesla, he was testing the power of vibration. And what he realized, in order to be able to demo a building or to lift something, you have to match the vibration. So in order for him to be able to lift the building one time, he just kept on tinkering away at the vibration, kept tinkering away until the day finally came that the vibrations that he was sending out matched the vibration of the building. And essentially, you know, he cut the machine off immediately so it wouldn't, you know, cause an explosion or a demo of the whole building. But, you know, when the police came, he had to tell him, you know, I was just experimenting with some things and it caused an explosion, but everything is okay. But in the aftermath, he went on a write in his writings that he basically matched the vibration of the building. So in order for you to manifest what you will in this life, I would suggest, and I would tell you that story to surmise that you need to match the vibration of that in which you seek to bring forth. You know, when they say display, you know, display the things that are becoming of somebody who wants a car, or becoming of somebody who wants a change in mentality. Feel me? So for those of us that are tired of, you know, the lives that we already manifested, it's going to be imperative that you change the way that you display yourself now in order to manifest different things going forward. And shoot, another definition for manifest that can help you to manifest what you will do this: a document giving comprehensive details of a ship and its cargo and other contents, passengers, and crew for the use of customs officers, right? So look, let's look at that like this: a document giving comprehensive details. Break that down. You be detailed in what you want, because being vague, oh, I just want a better life. Don't we all? But you have to be detailed in what would be consistent of a better life for you. See what I'm saying? Don't get so caught up in just saying, I just want a better life, because what your understanding may be of a better life up until now is strictly a program that was given to you. Now, if it was given to you double fold, meaning your whole life consisted of that, how would you feel? It would be what some people constantly complaining about. You know, some people are constantly complaining that they feel like their life is meaningless. They feel like it's just repetitive, you know. But the repetition only bothers you because it's a repeat of that in which you, in your mind, you're saying you don't like it. You're saying you don't like it. But even with that, you need to recognize the mind only understands based on what you put your focus on and what you give the most energy to. So for a lot of us, we're not happy. We're not happy. And we don't know how to charge our happiness towards the things that's going to be becoming of repeated happiness, because we understand happiness is having something to look forward to. You feel me? Happiness is having something to look forward to. So for a lot of us, we have talked ourselves out of shit for so long to the point we don't have nothing to look forward to. Our spirits are broken. Spirits are broken. But I want to tell you this. I don't care how many times you have to listen to this type of information. I don't care how many times you have to listen to this video. You're worth having this experience. And through having this experience, developing your sense of wherewithal with seeing how you are developing, you will develop a sense of undeniable confidence. Confidence is strictly based on your ability to figure things out. And the more you experience this life, you will figure out what works best for you when it comes to manifesting. Because see, some people will tell you, only way you're going to manifest it is if you write it down like this. But what I want to tell you is every day of your life is like a ceremony. And within the ceremony is rituals being practiced. You know, the rituals to me is the thought processes that we hold on to. You feel me? And the emotions in which we hold on to these thought processes. The emotions in which we put into the things that we have to do while we practice throughout this ceremonial day. So to me, and to a lot of us who understand different things about how we manifest our lives in the present, we manifest our lives in the past, we manifested our lives in general. See, a lot of people don't even want to take into account that a lot of us have come to the conclusion that we manifested this life in a full totality, meaning that I have nothing to complain about. I have nothing to complain about. Even if I do not like where I am right now, know that even this too I can change by understanding the magic and understanding who causes the change. It is you and how you feel about a situation. It is you and how you move throughout that situation. It either becomes you or makes you greater. So even the things that you went through that you feel like you don't want to repeat, let them be situations that made you greater. So when even you repeat those thoughts, you tell yourself, no, I will not repeat it from a sense of defeat. I will repeat that thought from the sense of I definitely overcame. And I have undeniable confidence because now I have developed a sense of, wait for it, a sense of emotional intelligence to where now I'm no longer emotionally induced. Nobody can press my buttons and make me hurt myself from inside. From inside. See, a lot of times we forget, we set the tone. We set the tone. I can say what I want. I can move how I feel, but only you can determine if it affects you. Only you can determine based on before we even had this conversation, did you prepare your mind for this? Because see, for a lot of us, this conversation is only a confirmation. It's only a confirmation of the things we've been saying we're going to bring into existence. So with that being said, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you that you're here. I'm proud of you that you put the work in. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out the video I did this morning where we was doing a reading. Matter of fact, this is what we'll do. We're going to pull up the reading today. You know what I'm saying? For my family over here. We was doing a reading for the day. And when you're doing these readings for the day, it's important that, like I said, we don't be vague. I was doing a reading looking for direction and making decisions in the now, figuring out why I made certain decisions in the past, and getting confirmation for the future. So don't get it twisted. You know, that was the conversation. But for a lot of us, we don't realize that we have manifested everything that we see right now. Everything that we see right now. So if you don't like what you see, guess what? I'll repeat it again. If you don't like what you see, guess what? Recognize that you manifested this, so therefore you can manifest a different reality. But it's going to have to start with you recognizing, like I had to as a young boy. I had to recognize, dang, Ray, you mad. You mad. But let's figure out how we're going to calm down. What makes us happy? Having something to look forward to, right? So for some of us, you'll have to dial back to your childhood. What did you look forward to the most that wasn't, something food related, that's unhealthy, because some of us might have liked grapes or like getting out there to the fruit and planting vegetables. I'm not going to knock you for that. But for some of us, we were artistic, so if you're artistic, or even if you're not, I would encourage you to get into art because it's your imagination. It's your imagination and your ability to use your imagination that's gonna change the situation that you face and how you look at it. Because you can put it like this. Like, say, for instance, you got a person you don't like, right? You want to know how you manifest a different reality or a different outlook on that situation? Because based on how you look at the situation, it's going to determine how you deal with the situation that you're facing, right? So, say, for instance, you write that person's name on the paper, right? We're working on manifestation today, right? So, write that person's name on the paper, and then you write down 6, make that 7 things that you think are beautiful about that person. Now, don't get me wrong. For some of us, it's gonna require some soul searching. But for a lot of us who always see the beauty in people, it ain't gonna be hard, but it's gonna require for you to look at this paper on a daily. Even when people ain't around, even when like you're gonna have to put a time on your phone because the program will be running so deep how we feel about people to the point we really have to go through the ritualistic practice of programming ourselves to look at things like this when we've been programmed to look at shit backwards. We've been programmed to look at people like, man, if she cute enough, if he can figure out how to come across to me even when I'm not coming across to him, then I love this person. And truth be told, these are toxic situations that we're asking for. We're asking for toxic situations. We're asking to be in situations where we're interdependent. Instead of, we come in 100. And here it is, we come in 100. Too often we teaching people how to get money, but we're not teaching them how to be something in life. It's about more than teaching people how to be good workers. It's about teaching people, well, not even teaching. It's about reaching. It's about reaching that part of people that really is good. Instead of keep on telling them, you're a worker, you're this, you're you. And I want to enjoy the beauty of you. So let's talk to the you that needs to be fulfilled. And that's why manifestation is so important. Because when it goes on, when the you that is important goes unfulfilled, manifestation seems like something that's totally out of your brain. Totally out of your brain. And to even think about manifestation makes you feel like, there's endless possibilities. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to catch this dough. Family at the door don't want them to have to call. So let me try to catch them at the door. But they get to interrupting us in our manifestation phase. Let me pull up the video. Man, like I said, shout out to the chat, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Shout out to the family. Make sure y'all hit that like button so we can say what's up to each other. Not to mention, we can get more of the family in here. Yeah, we definitely did a reading this morning that I felt like y'all would definitely enjoy. And we also ain't got to worry about getting no strike on either. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe as well, please.
Come on in, family. See what they talking about.
Make sure y'all go subscribe over there. Show some love. We be going up every morning talking about mother, father, child principles.
Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table. We about to break it all down. We about to break bread right now. Got these on deck. Whoa, look at that one. Check that one. Keep them in mind. Look them up before we get up off of this joint. But they popped out. Ace of Diamonds. And Let's see what the ancestors trying to say with that. How y'all doing though? Come on in here. What up, Shay? I see y'all spread the link, man. We finna get to it today. I got that Palo Santo. We on deck. Show y'all some shit a nigga that learn fucking with this shit though. But it's just getting to a point where it's time to make some different decisions, or it's decision time in general. And it's time to consult the energies that be. Because so often we don't pay attention to them, but they're around us all the time. And for me personally, I would rather get in tune with those energies than have those energies played against me. So today we're gonna go about giving a few people different ways that they can read different things, as well as giving you the opportunity to access somebody who can help you with these readings. I do readings myself. I let y'all know different ways to get at me. But as y'all know, with the change and different things in my life lately, I've been having to take things that I normally don't utilize and making them into um show my life support really, which is the best thing for me though, honestly. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I was feeling out of place, having to go in them places and play like, I didn't know what was going on, or that the things that the spells that they was trying to put me under, that I didn't recognize them. I had to play dumb a lot of times. You feel me? But we're gonna do a reading right now. We setting the mood. Got that Palo Santo lit. You know what I'm talking about? Getting the mood right, because it's important that you be in the proper state. You know what I'm saying, to help somebody else. So I would encourage you to figure out what it is that you need to do if you're a person that's gonna get to the point that you feel like this is something that's calling to you. You have an ability to pay attention to details. You know what I'm saying? You're very attentive. I would encourage you to be the person that does readings in your family. But again, this is a reading um, of direction. You know, it's reading to make a decision. So based on how this reading goes, I would tell a person to determine where your life is heading to. We all show up in different places at different times. So for you to show up at this time, it was meant for you to be here for this reading. This reading will be applicable to all that's seeking, like I said, direction, as far as understanding in the present, past, and the future. We're going to get into it.
Oh, okay, I'll go get that.
We're going to
You
get into
upstairs?
it. Alright, just to show you. Listen, son. Hold on. 1 second. Let me send out the link, get a few more people in here. Y'all hold on 1 second. Oh, we good. Y'all make sure y'all send the link out. I was gonna do it, but I forgot I got the other phone unlocked now. Let's see if I can't do it from the other phone. As well as I'm gonna pull up the meanings for the cards that popped out to begin with. We started out the 8 of Spades. See what the ancestors want to tell y'all. See what the ancestors want to tell y'all this morning. The general meaning in the 8 of Swords. That's what the 8 of Spades turns into. The 8 of Swords that is that of a feeling of being trapped and victimized. You may feel powerless because in your mind you feel that changing the situation might be beyond you. Mm, mm. I know for the majority of the people that watch my channel hearing that, a lot of us feel like we in this system in which we trapped in. And a lot of us have seen our people as well as on a daily. We are subliminally victimized as well as openly victimized. You feel me? Um, you may feel powerless in your mind. You may feel that changing this shit is beyond you. But telling you, to know how deep this shit goes, to know the problem that's beset you will allow for you to be able to find a solution. Like within each question is an answer. The answer is within the question. Like if I say, um, I'm perplexed. Why would people want to do that to themselves? Why would people want to cut themselves? Saying that not because you don't understand in that moment, but you're refusing to understand. You're refusing to accept that thought. But within the question, why would people cut themselves is the answer. The same reason why people wouldn't want to cut themselves. There's people that's out here that seek to, hurt themselves because they've been hurt. You feel me? And instead of keep on allowing for other people to hurt them, they secretly want to take themselves out. Or they don't understand. You feel me? For some people, they just been programmed to, hurt themselves based on the people that's hurt them, whether physically or spiritually. You see what I'm saying? So for all of us that's out here, let's make sure that we're not internalizing that hurt that was meant to be affecting on us to the point that we feel like, man, I feel like I'm trapped and I have no choice but to be victimized. You to override that, you tell yourself, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not of this world. I'm in it, but I'm not of this world. The traps that you set before me, I won't fall for it. Cause it's no different than letting people press your buttons. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to playing games, like this game that we play within this system that we exist within, you play the game. You play the game. But don't get twisted. It is a game. It's not the reality. So since we know that's not reality, let's not take it on as our reality. As though we're trapped and we have no choice but to be victimized. Let's see the game for what it is and work out of it, work within it to get what we can get out of it. You feel me? Rather than allowing for ourselves to feel trapped and therefore allow for ourselves to be victimized. Once you feel trapped, you feel like it ain't nothing you can do. Once you're victimized, and you feel like it's inevitable. And as far as that ace, that diamonds that popped out and what the ancestors wanted to tell us as we was going into this reading, um, tell us what that we need to overcome. Obviously, going into this reading, the ace is the I want and the I need. Come on, bruh. They telling us quit worrying about everybody else. You feel me? That's what they were telling us with the ace of spades. Quit worrying about everybody else. Quit worrying about what they choosing to do to you or what they trying to do to you. Quit worrying about that shit. Because it got you feeling trapped and victimized. You see what I'm saying? It got you feeling trapped and victimized. See, this is a different reading. It's different than what y'all probably used to. But to me, this is, there's no one way to do things, but this is my gift. This is my gift of good news. The personality of the ace is marked by a determination to get what they want. Their soul card is the two of diamond. You feel me? Now they going deeper into like the personality, but it's the I want, the I need. You know what I'm saying? The ancestors saying, let's not go into this strictly focused on what I want or what I need. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted. What you want and what you need is already provided for you. You know, all possibilities are present at all times. The ace of diamond invokes everything related to the material world. See what I'm saying? And it's called the ace of pentacles. It represents new beginnings, opportunity, potential. See? Ancestors like shoot. Even going into this, for the people that's new to this, that's coming in here, you feel me? This gonna open up new potentials for y'all. You know, even dealing with this, because once you change your mind to be able to see it, then you'll recognize what's been present the whole time. Represent new opportunity associated with wealth, business, and manifestations. Has appeared out of nowhere. Come on, bro. They're coming. Been extended to you in all its glory. The impetus is now on you to, the impetus is now on you to accept this offer and turn it into something meaningful and sustainable. Come on now. Come on now. We in here. All right, so look. Y'all got me so turned. Give it a second. Give it a second. Let that set in. That's us telling us, man, stop worrying about what you want and what you need. It's already here. Live in abundance. I already told us, quit worrying about what other people think they're gonna do to you. You free. That's why I say. That's why it's saying like that aces with the ace of spades at first. You know, it's like, man, quit worrying. I mean, with the eight of spades, it was telling us quit worrying about, you know, feeling trapped and victimized. That's why I knew it before we even got to the ace of diamonds. I knew it before we even got to the ace of diamonds, but the ace of diamonds confirmed it. But look how you know, when you on the path will open its way to you. The path will open its way to you. Now we finna mix the cards up. Gonna mix the cards up. Spread them all out on the seat. Spread them all out on the seat. Close my eyes. We looking for understanding to make better decisions going forward, past the present. First card. What we got? We got 5 of diamonds. It's our first card. I'll let them joints up. All right. Hand off. Hand back on. Eyes closed. We looking for understanding in the present, past, future to make better decisions. All right. Jack of diamonds. We're looking for understanding in the past, present, future to make better decisions. Hands on. Mixing, looking for understanding, past, present to make better decisions. 6 of diamonds, like, I'm telling y'all finna see something today. See something today. We're looking for understanding, make better decisions in the past, present. Have a better understanding in the future. And I want y'all to see the deck. I want y'all to see the deck. Check everything. Like y'all see, right? And I'm mixing them up as I dig over here. So I can see my arms moving. For the last one. What we got? Ace of clubs. Ace of clubs. Let's go. Let's give. Y'all ready? Drop a comment, say what's up, so we can get into this. We coming around the mountain. Gotta pull up. This is my old phone. Gotta pull up my notes on these different cards. When using when using playing cards, it's different. Now the first card usually is past. The second card is present, and the six. Well, the third card would be future, and the eight would be for more clarity. So stupid ass. Oh yeah, y'all can't see. Y'all can't see these babies out here. Just two cats jump over my car. Yeah. All right, so let's get back to it. All right. Y'all forgive me, got people texting me at the same time. They don't see I'm gonna laugh. All right, five of diamonds represent reconciliation. For some of us, it's been rough times. Been feeling like giving up on certain situations that we manifested, certain situations that was given us, um, because we asked. I feel like this is gonna be a time of reconciliation for a lot of people, reconciling with um certain thought processes that no longer serve us, reconciling with reality for a lot of us. So that's something for us to think about. Something for us to think about. Might have been just yesterday. Yesterday you had to reconcile a situation. And a lot of times we be thinking when we have to reconcile a situation, it's just gonna always be a calm situation. Sometimes it's a firefight. It's a fight to see where the other person coming from, and a fight to see where you coming from. But if the basis is that we fighting for each other, then we realize that, oh, my bad. I see you love me. I see you love me, and you see I love you. The Jack of Diamonds is either holy material or highly spiritual, or a curious and incomprehensive mixture of the two. The Jack of Diamonds is a very money conscious and always, and will always find a way to get it. They are mentally keen, sharp, clever, and always looking for and finding the things that pay off. So here it is. That's our future card. Obviously, now that's our present card. Obviously you have arisen here for this reading to even be open minded enough to deal with this type of science. Even though this science is around us on a daily for us to be able to pull from, you have developed yourself into a place that you have a mental keenness to finding a way. And that's a beautiful place to be. And again, it's dealing with money, you know. see you love me. I see you love me, and you see I love you. The Jack of Diamonds is either wholly material or highly spiritual, or a curious and incomprehensive mixture of the two. The Jack of Diamonds is a very money conscious and always, and will always find a way to get it. They are mentally keen, sharp, clever, and always looking for and finding the things that pay off. So here it is. That's our future card. Obviously, now that's our present card. Obviously you have arisen here for this reading to even be open minded enough to deal with this type of science. Even though this science is around us on a daily for us to be able to pull from, you have developed yourself into a place that you have a mental keenness to finding a way. And that's a beautiful place to be. And again, it's dealing with money. You could either be a material person, a highly spiritual person, or a curious and incomprehensive mixture of the two. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a curious mixture of the two. You feel me? Because definitely into the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And I'm using the material world to explain it. Or I'm using the material world to express it through. So this is a reading for us today. Ancestors give us what we need to know. Now we on the Ace of Diamonds. And I really feel ancestors saying go back, go back. It's more left on that. It's more left on the Jack of Diamond conversation. It's more left. Go. All right, let's go. The Jack of Diamonds presents a messenger who will bring important news. It can be someone close or someone you have never met. Okay, could be somebody you never met. On the romantic and the professional levels, he shows an intermediary who will bring news to the consultant. Depending on the other cards from the reading, this piece of news can be positive or negative. On the emotional side, the Jack of Diamonds can bring an important piece of information on the future of a relationship On the professional side, it can be a promotion, a recruitment, or on the contrary, a layoff. You feel me? Nigga, this. It goes even deeper. The Jack of Diamond presents a messenger who will bring important news. It can be someone close or someone who you never met before. In any case, this person is a young man willing to bring you a message. A young man willing to. In love, it can announce a bright future for your relationship or a beginning of a new one. On a professional level, you could soon be you could soon get a promotion or learn some bad news that will come that will compromise your future in the position you have. For some of us, we gonna get freed. I know, shoot, for me, I was glad when I got freed, man. And in some cases, the three cards you pull can represent money, luck, and love. But we looking for direction today, so they represent future, present, past, and confirmation. Write that down. I mean, we past, present, future, confirmation. All right. On the entourage, the Jack of Diamond refers to someone from your entourage who could soon bring big news in love. You could learn the union of two of your relatives. This announcement will bring joy. This announcement will bring joy and relief as you have been waiting for it for some time. On a professional level, one of your relatives wants to start something new. In any case, the Jack of Diamonds brings positive things, and you should stay optimistic. Come on now, y'all. We in here. We in the fucking building. We in the fucking building. We gonna stay optimistic for real. We already here. So that's in the present. You feel me? Your Jack of Diamonds. In the future. Just the outlook we gonna need in order to find that understanding to make the proper decisions. We going to the Six of Diamonds. You feel me? Y'all take these pauses in between to let it sink in. Let the ancestors work through you. Six of Diamonds meaning completion of obligations. Mm-mm-mm. Completion of obligations. The suit of diamonds represents money and finances. And cardomancy, the number six, can resonate to a pathway opener. Come on, door openers. Come on, door openers. Come on, door openers. Let that resonate.
Turn these notifications off. Appreciate y'all being in here. Appreciate y'all patience. Seems like we on the road. Just a few more confirmations. You feel me? I was glad when I was doing that reading and I recognized that like I was being confirmed, and it was like a young man should come with a message. You feel me? So even if I might feel like sometimes I ain't all that young no more, I still recognize that that is part of the confirmation in this scenario. Uh, I would encourage y'all to be looking for y'all confirmations in the things that you do on a day to day, especially when it comes to your skill set or what you seek to offer to people. Should be something throughout your journey that show you like, yeah, you're on the right path. So appreciate y'all being here.
Let that resonate, family. Six of Pentacles means is that you are in position where you have a good relationship with your income. In in the future, you will have a great relationship with your income. As you can tell from the imagery of the card, the Six of Pentacles can be about charity. You can either be the man giving away money to the needy or a beggar gratefully receiving what you need from a wealthy donor. We good, family. Y'all ready for the confirmation that we good? This emblem represents the unifying principle of love. As a soul card, it compels the Ace of Clubs to find their perfect love, a complete love within a shared pursuit of knowledge. Oh my God. You feel me? Like, come on now. Come on now. We looking for direction and making our decisions. The Ace of Wands signals excitement, passion. Things are heating up for you. Your relationship may take a very sensual character at this moment, and the same holds true of the potential romances if you are single. Trying to tell you. Oh, so let's go back down this line, man. Let's go back down this line so we can get the full totality of this reading. So we can put this into a summary. You feel me? See, in the past, you had to do a lot of reconciling within yourself. You feel me? You had to do a lot of reconciling within yourself, as well as within relationships. Whether there was times when you were sick, times when you was poor. See what I'm saying? And even when you was feeling good, it was times you had to reconcile within yourself. And the ancestors are saying we appreciate that work that you put in, that time that you put in, the tears that you shed, the tears that you shed in the right way, not for feeling sorry for yourself, but the tears of growth. And it's saying stop worrying about material things, stop worrying about that, you know, because it's giving you too much anxiety. You can't keep carrying that anxiety going forward. You can't. I'm glad you realized that to the point, because that's your past. In the past, you had to reconcile with that, right? To the point in your present, you need to recognize this where you at. In your present, the nature, your in the present, your nature should be a disposition and qualities of, come on now, being wholly material or highly spiritual, or a curious, incomprehensible mixture of the two, or a curious mixture of the two. Because all the reconciling you done had to do, all the let going of your words you done had to do, to the point you appear, you know what I'm saying? You appear optimism at this point. You feel me? You're very money conscious and always finding a way to get shit done. Because of that reconciling you was able to do. To the point your anxieties, it don't keep you worried. Six of diamonds. Remember now. Six of diamonds is in the future, right? Remember the six of diamonds to the point now you got financial security and generosity to the point you can share. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be the person in a position of needing help. But real talk, the six of diamonds, you becoming very intuitive in your decision making and being fair in the future. Six of diamonds represent, you know, let's see what else we can find. Represent insight. You feel me? Giving you insight that, different insights on how your partner's love for you is growing. Your emotional intelligence is going to be heightened more in the future, making you more be able to be generous. In order for you to be generous, a lot of times it's something that people do before even being asked, because you realize the responsibility. With the Jack of Diamonds, you done been given so much in the present. You feel me? Your luck is running high because of the reconciliation that you did in the past. And remember the confirmation, right? Just to bring it on home. Just to bring it on home. You're gonna find your perfect love, a complete love within. You feel me? And then a shared pursuit of knowledge. You feel me? That's gonna be your deciding factor. Not ugly, cute. It's gonna be the decision towards a perfect love, a complete love within. and a pursuit of knowledge. I mean, within a pursuit of knowledge. You feel me? That's love. Somebody who's after the same information, trying to seek the same understanding. And that's what's led us all here to this moment, to where we're doing this reading. So, you know, Ancestors is saying, we appreciate you doing the shadow work to reconcile. You feel me? And in this moment, we need you to know all possibilities is present. You got the hand. You got the hand, the fire hand, in finances, and everything that you touch will turn to gold. Not to mention, be objective. Be objective. Be kind. You will be generous in the future. You feel me? You will be generous in the future. Because you have been able to reconcile within yourself to the point you know what it look like when somebody needs your help. They don't have to ask. You will give more than what's required of you. That's generosity too. That's a form of generosity. To the point you will create a flow. You know what I'm saying? You will create a flow that's pulling you towards a new path. A new path. And let's see what's on this new path. The Ace of Wands encourages you to follow your heart and live your passion. If you feel strong pull towards a new project or path, we're talking intuition, but are questioning whether, talking about making decisions, it will work, then this card gives you a gentle nudge to pursue your passion. You can always start out small, put in like start out with 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Start out with something small, treating the project or idea as a experiment or trial. After 2 minutes, see how you feel. See how much progress you make. See if you want to continue and follow through. Then, if it feels good, keep doing it. If it doesn't, make adjustments. Come on now, don't keep doing shit wrong, and try again. Let your energy and direction and motivation be your guide. You feel me? All of that encompasses desires, energy, direction, motivation. So, this being said, the ancestor said with that reconciliation you did, in this moment in time, all possibilities is present. If you questioning it, you got it. I'm telling you, you got it. But make sure you generous. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget what you had to reconcile with. You feel me? So by the time you get to this 6 of diamonds, you generous. People don't have to wait. You do more than what's required of you. So when you get to this Ace of Clubs, you know what I'm saying? You just following your heart and you living the life of passion. That creates a flow for you. As my mama would say, your gift will make a way for you. As an Ace of Wands can bring you pure potential. Come on now. Pure potential. We in our purest potential. This is the time in the spiritual, energetic realm. This what time you in. This what time it is. This what time it is. I told you that's the confirmation card. Ideas are flowing to you and through you. Come on, let it flow. Let it flow. Motivation is present. You already got the motivation within you. Now charge it to do the work. And inspiring you to pursue the new path. Come on, I told you. You are open to receiving new opportunities that align with your higher self. Be open. That's how we making our decisions going forward. Based on what's aligning with our higher self. A whole world of possibilities, guess what? It's available to you. So we can't even say, I gotta wait till now. I gotta wait till this time. I gotta wait till... No. It's right here. It's right here. I need you to reach out and grab that. I need you to reach out and grab that. I need you to reach out and grab that. Because you had it at your Come on now. At your leisure. It's within your grasp. No. So there's no more excuse. The ancestors saying we got you. We got you. And what they say when we first got into this shit, remember, hold on, because we going back with what the ancestors was telling you. Stop worrying about what other people talking about with the with the eight of spades. Stop worrying about how you been victimized and you feel trapped. Not no more. Not no more. Because they told you with the ace of diamonds, all is yours. All is yours. All is yours. Forget the worry of anxiety because all of that is yours now. Now, come on now. What they tell you, let's read with this with this ace of diamonds mean, because you know it's dealing with financial. You know the diamonds is dealing with the financials. You feel me? The diamond card is dealing with financials. So when you talking about that, what you think the ancestors was telling us going into this? You about to be prosperous just for even doing this work. So let's continue doing this. Y'all make sure y'all come back. We gonna continue doing this. The ace is the I want, I need. Stop worrying about what you want and need. You giving yourself anxiety, and I got you. I got you already. Come on, man. Come on, let's go further into this ace of diamonds, cause that's what the ancestors telling me. And then tell them what I'm saying. The ace of diamonds announces a letter or a message that you will receive soon. In a broader sense, it means that you will get a new insight into your life and your problems. The ace of diamonds comes as advice of a friend or a book or a vivid dream at night. It will give you a new perspective. Tell me we ain't getting no new perspective today. Tell me we ain't getting no new perspective. Tell me we ain't getting no new perspective on that. On readings today. Y'all make sure y'all drop a comment on y'all way out. Hit that like button. Let me know what's up. Cause this is my way of saying what's up to you. That is amazing, man.
What's up to the people just now coming in? Well, this doing today, you know what I'm saying? We talking about manifestations, talking about how do you manifest? What do you do to manifest? As well as we breaking the chains that people feel like you got a certain way that you got to move in order to manifest different things. I want you to know you've been manifesting this whole time. You've been manifesting different things into your life. So it's imperative, as my people know how to say, it's important that we pay attention to what we put our focus in. Not to mention, pay attention to the things that we done been through and the importance of them. These are the things that's gonna make us great. No, ain't no things gonna make us. These are the things that make us great. We can't keep looking back as though these are the things that make us hate ourselves. Because then in the moment, you can't see the way that you being yourself is all you need. It's all you need. And these days of time, being yourself is a new skill set shit. Everybody wish they could have the ability and the confidence to just be themselves. So I'm here encouraging you to be yourself until you desire yourself, until you have the undying dedication to being yourself. Because I want you to know, man, you good enough. You good enough. You everything that you've been waiting on. So I don't know what you waiting on. all possibilities is always present. And based on the reading we was given today, the ancestors telling us, before we could even get the deck going, the first two cards pop out. Ancestors like, I know what you feeling. I know how you feel. I understand what you must be feeling. You feeling trapped. You've been victimized. But I want you to know, stop worrying about what you need, what you want. Stop building up that anxiety when I got you. Stop acting like I don't. That's what, come on, man. You should feel a spiritual hug coming over you. Because at the end of the day, it's like, people can talk to you till they blue in the face about all this money, and all of that is just to give you security within. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to be secure within so you can even appreciate all the accomplishments that you have going, all the money that's coming in, because you ain't gonna do nothing but spend it on things that's gonna make you even sicker. And in that sense, what are you manifesting? You're manifesting enough money to kill yourself with. Enough money for you to die comfortably. Feeding the addiction you have of scratching the itch. And for some of us, the itch is scratching the itch. I'm hungry. You know, all my life I've been worrying about eating since I came out the womb. And I still haven't got control over that. I still haven't got control over that for a lot of us. That's what, you know, our problem is. We still haven't got control over the urges that we have. We're not even purging our urges. We're not checking where they coming from. Because, yeah, it's a natural desire to want to feed yourself and sustain yourself when you come out the womb. I'm pretty sure it took a lot of energy about you. You know what I'm saying? You're hungry at this point. But it doesn't change. Here it is, a strength has been made a weakness because you're not paying attention to what are you manifesting? How do you manifest? And it's as simple as living this life. What we consist of living this life is a clusterfuck, a conspiracy, a compounded interest of beliefs, whether you know it or not. I believe if I put one foot in front of the other at one point in time, that I will be able to take a step based on what I've seen. And then based on my beliefs, my steps are leading me in a certain direction. So here it is. We have to check these beliefs. We have to constantly vet these beliefs, because even from one situation to the next, that belief might cost you to do some shit that you say you didn't even want to do. Be a part of some things you say that wasn't even you. Now, I'm telling you, life is a beautiful place, especially when you recognize that you manifested this thing. Especially when you recognize the energy that you bring can make a good or a bad situation. The difference between a good and a bad day is your attitude. Man, I'm telling you. And to me, when it gets to the energy that you put behind manifesting, that's another thing. Like, a lot of us think emotions is no good. You feel me? But you got to get to a point that you know how to intentionalize your emotions. You know when to bring them to the table. When we trying to manifest something, like, I'll never forget. Now, this was a point I had to prove to myself. But I'll never forget, I was going through a situation with my ex-wife, and I'm talking about I had fell down on my face. Couldn't let her see it, but spiritually, I was falling on my face like ancestors. I know y'all didn't put me here for this. Just like talking to me like I ain't nothing. All because of how society has geared us to not appreciate each other when you can't get nothing out of a person. So I called out to my ancestors. I said, I know y'all ain't make me for this. I know. And it get to a point where you have to command shit. You put your, man, when it comes to commanding some shit, that's passion on top of passion. So much so that you believe that when I speak from this passion, things will move. But if you can't speak from there, you will always talk yourself out of your manifestations. The moment that you say, I believe, but what about life gonna do this? That's what life done played you out of your shit. Done played you out of it. Because you got to be able to see A possibility when it seems like it ain't no possibility because you believe. Man, come on, bro. Come the fuck on. Don't play with me. Cause I know, bro. People will tell you, hey, you can't do this. You can't do that. Because they wasn't able to do it. But I'm going to tell you now, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So people will tell you, you can't help your people. You can't talk to them. Man, I know better because I am my people. So how you going to tell me I can't help my people when I am them? Not to mention, I was given this opportunity by those very people that you say ain't gonna get it. Those very people that you say you can't help them. This is what I'm supposed to do. So often people think when you reach the place that you're supposed to be, when you reach the manifestation that you seek or the lifestyle that you seek to manifest, that it's just gonna be easy. Man, come the fuck on. You got a sugar tongue. Meaning you want the things that's appealing and just gonna stimulate you, give you a momentary feeling. You want the feeling of a win, but you don't really want to win. Come on now. You gotta do more than just want the feeling of a win. You gotta really set out to win and put that work in. And it starts from within. So many people talk about freedom, but if you ain't free within, every time you think about doing better by yourself, you're going to say, no, but I can't. I got to stay by these people. I got to stay by these people. Master, we sick. And so many of us, we only think what the next person has shown us is the only possibilities because that's all we known up until now. But I'm telling you, whatever you think you can have, but vet your desires. Because a lot of us done been programmed to want only what they told us we can have. So how do you manifest? Thoughts become feelings. Feelings become vibrations. And vibrations become magnetic. But let me run that back because it can be interchangeable. Feelings can become thoughts. Those thoughts can become vibrations. See how they interchangeable? That vibration becomes magnetic, making it to where life has no choice but to bring it to you. So when you get in your feelings, let's make sure we in our feelings for the right thing. And let's make sure when we in our feelings, we not just in our feelings just to be in our feelings, but we never think of a solution. See, that's the danger of getting in your feelings and never thinking of a solution. And even if you can only just think of a solution because you waste so much of your energy, you know what I'm saying? By the time you get to your solution, that you gotta actually apply the solution tomorrow. It's fine. But we did some of the work today. Do what you can today. Do what you can today. Don't put it off. Just because you like, man, I ain't finished it all the way. You might wake up tomorrow and realize that when we talking about manifestations, you work up tomorrow and people doing things that you said you wanted to make happen. But for a lot of us, our joy have been stolen so much to the point that even that we can't take joy in. Yeah, even that we can't take joy in. That should be a confirmation. Not to mention, if you seeking to do things that's gonna raise the nation, you seeking to do things that's gonna raise other people's awareness, help people out. Because that's what we should be seeking to do, be a solution in the lives of ourselves first. And guess what? Other people living here too, so those solutions will help them too. So why would I be mad if I woke up tomorrow and somebody figured out, let's say I wanted to solve world hunger? Why would I be mad when I already put my thought there, put my feelings there? You feel me? To the point now I'm writing down ways we can get there, how we can make this happen, and what exactly we want to happen. You putting it in motion. What you think happening when you put somebody's name on the paper? In order for name on the paper, you spelling. You spelling. You putting energy forth. And based on the energy that you putting forth, this is what appears on the paper. But I'm telling you, you can start writing people's name down on the paper. Just keep writing till you fill that paper up. Keep their name in your thoughts. Every time you think about calling them, just write their name on the paper. Watch and see, don't that person call you. I ain't saying when it's gonna happen, but watch and see, don't that person call you. Try that. Just for you to get an opportunity to fill out your wings. Because a lot of us don't know we got wings. So sometimes people got to give you a ritual or a practice to try. So you can see, dang, this shit do work. This shit do happen. You drop the link, see some of my brothers out here. See some of my sisters out here and know what I'm talking about. Let's get this conversation going. So we can start writing a new vision. Not to mention, be grateful for the vision we've been given by our ancestors. You know, they gave us these different forms of divination, these different forms of expressing our intuitions. So when we had any question, this is what we can do. We can tap in. We can tap in. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it this ranking. As well as, you know, I call my mornings healthy conspiracies. So, you know, we gotta talk about some of the different so-called conspiracies. Man, vision must be the mission. Some people don't, but some people, you know, forget. So there we are to do our mission of reminding ourselves as well as others what the mission is. I make sure y'all hit that like button for me, family. I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate you being you. Most important. So look, when we talking about this type of, you know, working of your eternal spirit in order to find confirmations throughout this life. And so when different signs and messages come to us, you're able to hear it. That's the importance of us working this shadow work. Working on the spiritual fulfillment and the understanding thereof. Now, here it is. I have a video I would like to share with y'all that goes in depth about some of these topics. Well, not too far in depth, but let's deal with this conspiracy, y'all. Let's deal with it. See how we feeling about it. Y'all good out there? That like button. That like button.
So I keep seeing a lot of videos on TikTok of people talking about the world is about to end, right? The apocalypse is coming. Like, people are getting a little too excited about the apocalypse. Not that I'm judging, so I keep seeing a lot of videos on TikTok of people talking about the world is about to end.
What y'all think?
The apocalypse is coming. Like, people are getting a little too excited about the apocalypse. Not that I'm judging, I totally understand. But if you're hoping that the world's end is going to bring you that sweet, sweet relief, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I'd like to introduce you to a little theory called the quantum immortality theory.
How many of y'all out there like, shit, I can't wait for the world to end? Like, I think a lot of us feel like if it is an end, I wish it would just end. But how many of y'all ever think about that though? We're gonna keep going though.
Hugh Everett's Many Worlds interpretation. Quantum immortality theory suggests that nobody ever actually dies, that consciousness never experiences death. Instead, Whenever you die in one universe, your consciousness just gets transferred to a parallel universe where you survive. So let's just say all of these people who are anxiously and excitedly waiting.
Hell yeah, that's why we talking about this shit, bro. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, that's the importance of us doing this shadow work, because all that other stuff is keeping us from our true selves, or the fifth dimension self that is us, or the 5 dimensions that is us. So, because we did manifest this, or we are expressing this meat suit, you know what I'm saying? So to speak. But I definitely agree. That's the whole importance of this healthy conspiracy segment brought to you by the Blacks Rehab.
The world are correct. If the quantum immortality theory is correct, you're just going to wake up in a parallel universe with no memory of the fact that you've just survived an apocalyptic event. The only sort of hint, sort of clue to the fact that this has happened would be new Mandela effects, right?
Hold on, y'all hear that shit? She said, if that was to happen, and you was the so-called, if this is true, that, we have quantum immortality, and the fact that if a so-called post-apocalypse situation was to happen, you would just wake up in a different existence with so-called Mandela effects. What about my people out here that's talking about, man, that shit wasn't like that at first. I thought they spell Fruit Loops this way. Come on now. How y'all know? How y'all know we ain't in that? Man, quit playing.
The inevitable apocalypse occurs. You're going to wake up the next day in a new reality. And the next thing you know, you're going to find yourself on Reddit talking about, since when did pizza have 2 T's? Arguing with people who are native of this new reality, talking about it's always had 2 T's. So what I'm basically implying here is that in our reality, apocalypses happen every day. You don't believe me? Okay. It's been about 65 million years since the asteroids allegedly took out the dinosaurs. So you mean to tell me that in 65 million years, no other asteroids have come through the neighborhood, take us out? You think we're just that lucky, huh? No other super volcanic events in 65 million years.
Man.
We're just out there in space, just
What?
dodging asteroids, right? By luck, right? Earth doesn't have a steering wheel. So yeah, what I'm saying is that Earth is probably always being taken out, and our consciousness just keeps getting transferred to another parallel universe, and then another one. For all you know, the apocalypse probably already happened last night, and you're just waking up in this reality talking about, since when has my light switch been on this side of the wall?
That's why you don't even gotta worry about
discovered
that.
the 8.
You feel me? That's why you don't even gotta worry about, like, to me, again, all the stuff that we are going through are making us into who we are to be, as well as reminding us of who we are. So you could really choose either side or find yourself right there in the middle, and all of that anxiety of I need to get myself together, none of that will be present anymore. It will be a recognition of I am. Let's go. Y'all see that? It say, what if the asteroid that killed all the dinosaurs was a UFO and we are all the aliens? Y'all ever thought about that shit? You ever thought about that shit? Now, before we go too far into that, let's deal with what the sister was just saying, though. The sister that was speaking about basically like Earth could possibly be always, you know what I'm saying, going through a change. And we're just experiencing our consciousness being transferred to different existences. Therefore, only way you would be able to notice the evidence of us going to a different existence would be these so-called Mandela effects. So why would we in turn deny the fact now that we are experiencing certain Mandela effects? Just to avoid the fact that what? Some of us might, like my sister Tamika said, wanted to get themselves together before time was up. So in order to, in order to avoid that though, we gotta say, man, no, it ain't over. It ain't over. I'm still here. I'm still here. But it's like I feel about the regime change. If we was to have a regime change in America, how the hell you gonna know? When America is such a melting pot of people, to the point, for one, if it was to change, you really wouldn't know too much of a difference because we have so many changes within our so-called political stratosphere on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a one-way thing. They have so many different ways they go about getting shit done. You know, for a lot of us, we don't understand truly what a third world concept is. The first world is a people before being occupied or going to war with a group of people and losing and then being subjected to them. That's, you know, the first world, these people never even went to war. They don't have no interference in their livelihoods or their culture, the things they do to keep themselves alive. And to, you know, celebrate their lives. That's culture, right? Now, the second one is when you go to war with people, like I said, and you lose, or y'all become occupied and you subject to them. That's the second world. Now, the third world becomes when these people leave and you seek to uphold the people who have been conquered or the people who lost the war, the descendants thereof seek to uphold what their oppressors or the people they were subject to after those people defeated their parents or ancestors. Now, those people are trying to uphold them. Now, are we not in a situation where a lot of people are third world mentalities? When I speak of the so-called lifestyle of our ancestors dealing with divination and having intuitive ways of understanding nature in order to know how to deal with the people in a nation, some people say, man, shit, how is you doing it that way? You know, some people say, shit, why is you even doing it? You know, no shot at none of them, because I get it. And not to say nobody's ignorant, but in my ignorance, there was a lot of things I didn't want to be open to, you know, but the whole point of this is the objective is to be objective. Feel me? The point is, the objective is to be objective. You got to keep an open mind in this life. Because the moment you close yourself up, they got you. They got you. They done tricked you into staying in the box. Shoot, I heard there one conspiracy where they like, what if every they're like, what if every year of your life is like going up a level? You know what I'm saying? And when you lose, you just simply have to start over. You just simply have to start over. Come on, y'all. Come on. What they say, what makes sense? Gotta be true. What makes sense may not be true. Which one is it, y'all? Which one is it, y'all? I know y'all haven't seen that video where they talking about the 2020 thing, where they show the $20 bill looking like a mask. Y'all ain't seen that shit? Come on, let's stick on. We're gonna keep going with this post-apocalyptic conversation. How we know it ain't over with already? How we know? Like really? Oh, no, let's go. Y'all drop a comment in the chat. Let niggas know y'all still in here. All right, so these people talking about a post-apocalyptic era. You know what I'm saying? How we know we ain't in a post-apocalyptic era. Meaning, how you know it ain't over already? How y'all know? That's crazy. How y'all think y'all gonna get the head? That's a lot. That's what I want to know. How people think they gonna get to their afterlife? Like, when you get to your afterlife, are you gonna be born into your afterlife, or are you just gonna appear? You know? You think you will have a mama that birth you in that joint? Because you know the masculine and the feminine just a representation of the negative and the positive energies that are necessary in this realm in order for things to come into being or for things to go out of being. Because the same negative and positive pulses that make matter appear in this life, a certain amount of those forces will take you out of this, you know what I'm saying, this atmosphere. Truth be told, a lot of the people that you think are gone or not alive, they just, you know, they matter. Their matter body isn't here. So therefore, you don't consider them existing anymore. You know? But they say the truth is that which is. That which is. If I can prove to you different levels of existence, wouldn't it be true that they still exist? All right, let's go.
Here's why I strongly believe that we are living in the post-apocalyptic era, and that people in the distant ancient past were far more advanced than us. And before I start, let me explain to you what post-apocalyptic. Here's why I strongly believe that we are living in the post-apocalyptic era, and that people in the distant ancient past were far more advanced than us. And before I start, let me explain to you what post-apocalyptic means. Existing or occurring after a catastrophically destructive disaster or apocalypse. Well, for starters, they built amazing architecture that can barely be explained today. Scientists, archaeologists, and researchers sometimes have no idea how they made some of these structures, such as this ancient Indian temple carved from a single rock. You're telling me these people were so primitive that they were sitting there chiseling away, creating all this, and all this, and these beautiful looking pillars inside? They for sure had some kind of ancient technologies and techniques that we don't have. After all, many of our own archaeologists, scientists, and researchers can hardly explain any of this. Don't even get me started on the pyramids of Giza. If you really believe that primitive people took ropes, quarried 4 million megalithic blocks, some of them weighing over 5,000 pounds, bringing them to Giza 500 miles away, and constructing the pyramids of Giza in about...
We talking about, you know, being God to an extent. When we talk about manifesting, you know, a lot of people think that life is already predestined by God, right? So when we talking about manifesting, essentially we talking about being a God. We talking about being God, you know. I don't live in a separatist mind frame. Not to say that if you don't think like me, you're wrong. No, I just feel like you can connect the dots the more open you are. And being open will, like, the more spiritual you become, the more accepting of others you will become. Not, you know, separating yourself or finding different reasons to separate ourselves from each other. Just so people know that I'm paying attention. I don't want y'all to think I ain't paying attention to y'all. As well as something I wanted to touch on, like dealing with these regime changes. Regime changes also can mean as simple as like, when people die in, like, say for instance, catastrophic type ways, like, say for instance, if something happened before you died that was very important, but then something happened to where it blanketed the rest of the people that was alive. Let's talk about 9/11, for instance. When 9/11 happened, those type of things will essentially in any other situation or any other country attack on people's money and their way of living would definitely signify an end. And if you already have a system set up to where each political party essentially is its own regime in a sense, and I'm talking about incumbent parties. If you pay attention, a lot of the presidents have their own little people that do dirt for them as well as they have people that do good for them. The people that do dirt for them, they usually pop up during the time of these people and appear as their enemies or so-called rivals. And a lot of times, just to show you how diabolical this game is, they wind up having to so-called kill these people off. But if you recognize they were their people to begin with, you recognize they just, made them play a role, and now they're well off. So now they get to be themselves, and that shit is gone. But a lot of times, you will see in American history as well, you will see that they don't catch the so-called enemy, because then you keep a people at a place of always looking to you to protect them. Yeah, we're definitely a piece of source. And being a piece of source, wouldn't that make you source? Like, to have a cake made, right? And you get a piece of the cake, wouldn't that still be cake? Like, it's no separation, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm a piece of God, wouldn't I still be God? Well, whatever your understanding of higher self is. If I'm a piece, like if I'm part of my higher self, if I'm partially in my higher self, when I still be all of my higher self, if I seek to express it more. Like I remember being a kid and wanting to say certain things to my parents, but because I was so young, I didn't know how to quite express it. But over time, I began to learn how to express myself a lot more. But it doesn't mean the potential that in turn later learned to express myself in the way that I wanted to wasn't always latent based on certain beliefs and ability to experience as well as express myself. I didn't experience it until the time. You feel me?
20 years. If you do the calculations and you divide 20 years by 4 million blocks, that's about 1 block every 9 seconds being laid down. And not only that, they also had an outer coating of limestone, and then at the top there was a big old solid gold cornerstone. And there was water underneath the pyramids. Limestone, gold, and water all happens to be amazing conductors of electricity. And no bodies were ever found in the pyramids of Giza. Perhaps they were generators of some sort, kind of like this, powering their ancient cities, before the disastrous post-apocalyptic event happened and wiped everything out. In fact, the ability to concentrate electrical and magnetic energy was discovered by a team of researchers led by scientists from ITMO University in the Russian city of St. Petersburg. There's a lot about our history that we're not being told about, such as this beautiful ancient Indian temple. You're telling me primitive horse and buggy farmers built all this? I have a feeling the interesting design had a practical use to it that we're not really being told the truth about. Possibly something like this: developing an electrical current. In fact, there used to be a science that used to be accepted called ether. Ether in physics, a theoretical universal substance believed during the 19th century to act as the medium for transmission of electromagnetic waves. Much as sound waves are transmitted by elastic media such as air. Ether science used to be common knowledge, that there is free energy and currents flowing of
a plasma machine or companies that use plasma to cut different things. Let me see exactly what that was. Like, to me, when it comes to our understanding, yeah, it was a plasma cutter. Like, that shit crazy. Like, motherfuckers use plasma to cut shit. So you imagine if these people had the abilities and capabilities, clear-cut understandings of electricity and shit, why wasn't they using that electricity, aka plasma, to not aka plasma? Why wasn't they using electricity or plasma to make these different designs? Because a lot of these buildings was built, if they say, oh yeah, the buildings was built to replicate nature, A lot of these buildings was built based on their understanding of nature. Based on their understanding of nature. So it wouldn't be no surprise that nature will continue to replicate the different shapes of what? Nature. And like I said, also
The
a lot of these
ionosphere.
things look like power plants that they was building. So here it is. Instead of everybody having to borrow from the main power source, everybody had their own power source, so to speak.
And you can extract this free-flowing energy through methods and techniques such as Tesla towers, which Tesla proved that free energy is a possibility. But 100 years ago, ether science was demonized, because you can't make money with free energy. Another reason I think we're living in the post-apocalyptic era is the worldwide destruction of ancient sites. Look at these ancient buried pillars in Turkey. More destroyed megalithic sites. But yeah, guys, what do you think?
You do understand if they had a healthy understanding of some of the stronger forms of electricity, they had an understanding of the full spectrum of electricity. So that being said, I know you feeling like arguing today, but I could put the link out there if you do feel like arguing. You know what I'm saying? Free energy is impossible. No, the hell it ain't. Shit, you using free energy to type that shit. Cause you freely out this motherfucker typing shit just to be talking shit today with Ziggy. We definitely appreciate your presence. Cause I can, you know what I'm saying? I can combat what you saying. So it ain't like you bothering me or nothing. Not bothering with you. Appreciate you being here. Quite frankly. But yeah, we having some healthy conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? We looking outside the box. We ain't making no deafness with Ziggy. So how you looking? I'm sorry if you looking for that type of shit. That's why you don't really got too much of an argument for me. But yeah. You crazy, but hey, that's funny. That's funny. That show you how much you know what I'm saying, you want to play dumb. If they didn't have a healthy understanding of electricity, they wouldn't have had all the proponents around them to to draw electricity. The fuck are you talking about? Like, then motherfuckers only talk about the pyramids. They don't talk about the housing that was around them pyramids. Like, these was really cities, my nigga. Quit playing out here. Talk about the pyramid. I like your typing too, though. Appreciate you making me get this shit out, though. I'm from the hood. I'm with all that shit. However it come. But shout out to Ziggy, Catnip Squad. There's a few people I see that. That's the few that snack up in here. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. And I'm talking about. Oh yeah, and back to your head was it because you think a nigga playing. So again, a cake. You know what I'm saying? If I get a piece of cake, is it not cake no more because it's not the whole cake, nigga? And if I catch your motherfucking ass with all the materials to make meth, I'm talking about they properly placed right beside each other. Like you about to, you know what I'm saying? You about to do something with it. Or you already doing something with it. You feel me? Like, oh, okay, they didn't have the right shit. That's funny. Funny as fuck. 1 second, yeah. People always would have called me. You know what I'm saying? See if I can get back on. Now this shit got my screen looking crazy. All right, we back. never left. I noticed like this is another thing. Notice when y'all get busy, people gonna get mad and people gonna want to contact your ass. But honestly speaking, that's life's way of making sure you serious, man. And dealing with this post-apocalyptic type understanding, like if we was in the next life, um, some of the people that you want, like, cause this what I be noticing, some of the people that I was able to look to for certain understanding, they not even there no more. And the real niggas I fuck with, they not even like these not even people that I came up knowing as my family. But I damn sure appreciate them. Cause they, man, just like I said about my stepfather, you know, he ain't even had to do XYZ. You feel me? He ain't had to. So I appreciate it even more. And I appreciate my family for what they did for me because I know they ain't had to even though. They ain't even know. Like my brother Swab, man, we be having to ask each other sometimes, like, bro, how long we known each other? Like, that's my bro for real though. This ain't just no internet shit, you feel me? Some people just be cool on the internet with people, but nah, this shit go deeper than that. Well, let's go then with Ziggy. I'm a philosophical ass motherfucker too. Shit. Cause I'm still gonna philosophize the fact that that cake came from said cake. It is from said cake, and you can't sit here and say it's a separate cake because it's clear. The evidence shows where it came from. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the cake is but a sum of its. I mean, what you holding is but a sum of its parts, which makes it a cake. Fuck you talking about with Ziggy? Let's go. Quit playing with me. You make me better. You make me better. Quit playing with me with Ziggy. You better quit playing with me with Ziggy. I got some shit for your ass, boy. I ain't gonna just go throw no shit out. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I ain't gonna catch it with Ziggy. He ain't still talking shit, is he, Weebird? He better not be. I'm on his ass. That boy ain't got nothing on me. What was I just watching? He talking about they ain't know nothing about no electricity. Let's see what they talk about. Since he playing out here. You playing. What is that shit? You feel me? Since you want to act like that shit just some, just some bullshit with Ziggy. We finna find out what is that motherfucking shit that you was worried about. That you say they know about, or they knew about. I'm fucking with you. Cause you wanna play games. You wanna be all philosophical and shit. Fuck he talking about. I'm finna show you some simple electromagnetic shit. Nigga, fuck out of here. So smart ass. Let's go. You ready with Ziggy? Let's go. Cause we about to go somewhere real fast. You know, made me have to pull out the old phone and nigga. See what buddy doing. He putting that shit together on your ass with Ziggy. He tripping that little shit you talking about with Ziggy. This motherfucker put this shit together. And then we're gonna look up what's a battery with Ziggy. We're gonna look up all these little simple components of this shit that he got. See if they ain't have access to that shit. And also figure out what we got the idea to even do the shit we do. Yeah. See if they found some little old school batteries around that bitch. Don't forget them batteries got a positive and negative charge on the hose. You see it? That's how you put it together with Ziggy. You can try this later on. Your little simple electromagnetic shit. And you can clearly see. The reason why I'm showing you this is with Ziggy. That's electricity flowing through that. Them are currents that's gonna be flowing through that. So for you to say they ain't have no electricity, what the fuck you talking about with Ziggy? What you talking about? That's how easy it is to have electricity. Now, all you gotta do is connect what you want to be powered to the current. Some people so smart. They dumb. It's cool though. It's cool though, Ziggy. Appreciate you again. Come again. Hurry up and buy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See if I can find some other shit for your ass with Ziggy. My French lessons keep trying to talk to me. I'm talking about you can power it up to do whatever with Ziggy. Look, let's show what old buddy doing with his force, with his electromagnetic force. This motherfucker done turned himself into a superhero. He picking up, you know what I mean, metal and shit. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, they say electromagnetism, the glue to the unit. Man, so you mean tell me it's just out here. Got tapped into it. Damn, Wiziggy, I thought you said they ain't had no electricity, Wiziggy. See, we so smart, we don't. See, some niggas so educated they couldn't sleep on the floor. But you could fall asleep on the floor. And if you smart, you'd rather sleep on the floor than to try to stand up and fall asleep. Because you can't avoid it. It's coming. Sleep is coming. We cannot avoid it. See what else you fucking talking about with Ziggy. I ought to get you a little quick introduction on that shit. This nigga said Kemet is a false religion. First of all, it ain't no religion, but I feel you though. Shout out to you though. Like the worship of other false gods, one thing they all have in common is they don't have preachers, evangelists, gospels, or a service to spread the message. Well, what I will say is, Kemet wasn't a fake religion, but in the context that you saying it, like, it wasn't never that. It wasn't never that. It wasn't never a religion in that sense. But it was a religion in the sense of it was people that actually practiced the things that they was doing in that society. You damn right. So with that being said, why do you feel the need to come here and talk shit about Kimmy when just like people take certain information and use it for their own or to their own detriment? I would say that's with any information. You feel me? And same thing with the shit that was going on in Kimmy. Some people towards the end got a hold of the previous culture or previous people's information and they start using it to their detriment. So now when we see what's left, we like, shit, that was the fall of them. And you really talking about Egypt. A lot of people don't really know too much about Kemet. All they know is what was left in interpretations for some people. And really, like I said, it's based on how you wanted to interpret it. Like shit, depending on how much you hate or you know what I'm saying, love, you might love it so much that you go into this shit blindly. Feel me? And for some of us that, you know, we come up out of religion, and in the West, we tend to try to bang on everything else as though it's a religion as well. So I'm not surprised. That's how you feel, but chill, bro. Chill. And we all know Bishop shot right here. Like, so did you catch the message? It wasn't about the characters. That's what people get lost on in all the so-called religions. It wasn't about the characters. It was about the message. At different times, these books be trying to keep us in a place to remember the sciences. You feel me? To remember the sciences, and the only way we could think to keep it held was to put it in a story form that would appeal to everybody. And so then over time, when the proper people come along, they would be able to pull from it what's needed. Like, man, you better know. Those who know. If you don't, probably won't. Shout out to my sister Melanated Goddess in the building. We are having some healthy conspiracy building. Shit, your boy keep talking that good bullshit. So I'm trying to put him up on some shit. He try to act like him saying they was dealing with electromagnetism was like saying, oh, these niggas didn't have no electricity. Nigga. Kim the 50. The motherfuckers you learned this shit from you. And then a homie down there gonna say Kim is a false religion or a false practice. Yeah, that sound good. When you coming up out the West, that's like saying this. Kemet is fake because if it ain't fake, then we got it from them instead of us. That makes sense. White people saying that. Kemet gotta be fake, or else, damn, it'll show that they got this information from Kemet instead of them getting it from their own selves. Come the fuck on. You're talking about the people with 9 series DNA. Us. Meaning we have the highest forms of intelligence. So somebody lied to you if they told you we got all our intelligence from another group of people. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to break it down that simple for you. But it is that simple, G. To be smart is let me tell you what being smart is. Your ability, you hear me? Your ability to manage your thoughts. Simple. Simple. That's all that shit is, okay? Your ability to manage your thoughts. Because if you ain't thinking about acquiring no information, you won't. And if you can't manage to retain it by the repetition thereof and remember to do that, then guess what? You won't be able to hold on to no information if you don't have the wisdom to know when to apply it. And it's useless. So that being said, I ain't tripping. I know how the shit go, baby. But I'm just trying to give you more room to grow. At the same time, I ain't gonna play funk with you. I'm gonna let you know you need a little more time to grow on that subject. Just like it's certain subjects I need more time to grow on. Sure, all rituals contain science. I used to tell people all the time when I was in school, and I was like, fuck school, you feel me? I was like, man, you need to know how to do. I mean, you need to know how to do those problems that explain to you what I'm able to do. So now when you balance the two, you know what I'm saying? When you know how to explain on a scientific level as well as other levels to other people what you able to do, then man, you well rounded. And to me, that gives you a true sense of identity. A lot of people go to school and don't get a sense of identity. Oh my God. Maybe I really am